The journey of taking an idea and converting it into a product is a long process for many entrepreneurs. But what if there was an entrepreneur-minded person inside a company and that company could help them turn that idea into a product? This is what we did with the Massy Innovation Tournament. So the Launch Rocket team hosts an event called Startup Weekend, where we help entrepreneurs turn ideas into businesses. But what if we had an opportunity to do that event inside a corporation, where we help employees innovate and create amazing products and services for their company? This is what we did with the Massy Group. We brought the Startup Weekend model, Launch Rocket, and Massy, and we created what was called the Massy Innovation Tournament.
Welcome, welcome, and thank you so much for being here this evening.
Massy Innovation Tournament is a 3-day event where employees come together, brainstorm ideas, choose the top ideas among themselves, and now turn these ideas into potential products.
Having an innovation tournament is so needed. It is something that the employees are crying out for.
I believe Massy will really like to do this tournament. Firstly, because they know that they hire great people. And in hiring great people, we have great ideas.
There are brilliant ideas throughout the entire group. What this is allowing them to do is to share their ideas, have some structure into how they can take these wonderful ideas and then make it a reality. So we need to find a platform for people to be able to express themselves and say what it is they think needs to change. That's what's going to make Massy successful. When we have everyone bringing forward their ideas, everyone contributing, that's what's going to make the difference for the group's success. For Massy to succeed and to continue to grow, we need to all contribute to that. So that's why we're here.
Empowered employees works as if the organization is theirs, meaning that you'll get more production and in the long run, more profitability. Together, we are Massy.
So thank you. I look forward to spending the next 54 hours with all of you. 54 hours. Can't wait.
On the first day of the tournament, employees get the opportunity to pitch ideas.
We weren't sure how many people would have ideas, and Jared said, those with ideas, form a line to the right-hand side of the room. By the time that line was formed, no one was sitting down, it seemed like. There was like 6 or 7 people sitting down.
For this tournament, we accepted 80 applicants. The employees have 1 minute to pitch an idea that they think could improve Massy. And wow, was that amazing.
My expectations were that we would get a variety of ideas all across the map. What we actually found was that their ideas were really very focused on how they could benefit Massy.
We had 38 ideas pitched. Each of them was fantastic.
And the level of energy in the room was beyond my expectation. The actual quality of the ideas that came from varying levels in the organization were in line with what's being contemplated at a group strategy level. It was really wonderful to see.
Some of them so simple and so brilliant in their simplicity and the impact that they could have.
What was amazing about this event is that employees across Massy from all walks of life were able to attend and partake in this experience. Employees from Massy Finance were able to connect with employees from Massy Stores and Massy Automotive and work on ideas together. This was where all the ideas started.
I could never have imagined that that's what would have come out of this weekend.
And collectively, they chose the top 10 that they wanted to work on as teams over the next few days.
When I saw the ad for the Massy Innovation Tournament, I thought it was a good opportunity to make a difference, or at least try to contribute to some sort of improvement. I thought that this would be a great opportunity for me to be a force for good within not only my company, but within the group.
The word innovation will always captivate me. I was very curious, very anxious, but saw it as a real opportunity.
Actually, at first, I was a bit skeptical, saying, my ideas, my company is going to take my ideas, but then I realized, wait, but you are part of Massy. And if you're part of Massy, we all should be willing and able to share our ideas to improve our company for the betterment of us, for the betterment of our country, and our so great company, Massy.
On day 2, These teams started to work together to build out their products. They connected with executives and managers from the different business units, and they even connected with real potential customers outside of Massey to confirm whether their ideas were valid. Can they solve real problems in Massey? On the afternoon of the second day, the employees met with potential mentors who were Massey managers and executives who wanted to assist them and connect them with the right resources within inside the company to help develop their ideas. These teams got the support and education and knowledge from these mentors on how to further develop their idea and build it into a real potential business idea that they can pitch to the Massey executive team.
We came here with an idea, right? We already had everything, most of it already planned out in our head. Without them scrutinizing us and basically bashing every single little detail that we had in our presentation, we wouldn't be able to think as far and think as intellectual as we wanted to think or what we expected to think.
I felt I was thrown in the deep end. But after receiving all the feedback from the various mentors, I appreciated the reason and the purpose behind it.
So I like the opportunity to get mentorship and have conversations with the mentors, because there are managers and CEOs within the group that I would not normally have the opportunity to interact with.
What we have achieved this weekend, which is amazing, is members of staff, employees from Massey from all levels contributing of their time, giving of themselves, sitting around round tables, contributing ideas, seeing how they could help, supporting. That's been fantastic. The camaraderie has been phenomenal.
On the third day, the team started to prepare to present to the judges. They finalized their presentations, they confirmed with potential customers, they reached out to Massey business units to confirm that they can support them, and they were ready for the third day to pitch to the executive team about their idea.
You guys excited? First, give yourselves a warm round of applause. You did an amazing job.
Each team had 5 minutes to present their idea and convince the judges that their idea was the best to invest in.
And we have created an idea that can increase, potentially, revenue by $45 million per year.
The teams gave it their best shot. Some teams fighting to hold the mic for longer than 5 minutes to be able to explain their ideas.
By August 2018, this prototype could work throughout the process of Massey Group.
We want to create employees that are financially sound and financially fit.
And some teams hitting the buzzer on that 5-minute mark, feeling very confident in the idea that they presented.
We are asking for the support of the executive to implement this idea to save us up to $2.6 million based on the current figures that we are seeing in losses.
Services like this will contribute to not only helping Massey to become an employer of choice, but the employer of choice.
It's a fantastic idea, very practical. Thank you very much.
Overall, we had 10 brilliant ideas that would either do one of these three things: help Massey generate more revenue, help Massey save, or create a social change within Massey Group.
Welcome to my Massey Anywhere app.
So I actually wasn't too sure what it was. What does it do?
It's an online app.
Oh, got that part.
Sorry.
But what does the online app do?
At the end of the event, the teams were amazed at what they created within 3 days.
It's been very intense, but extremely worthwhile.
You might think that your idea is petty and it may not work, but trust me, after you go through that, you might be surprised.
Today, it's not about winning. We all are winners. As Mr. Gerard from Launch Rocket told us, 80% of success is just being here. So I know that I'm 80% successful.
They were able to take a concept, form teams with their peers across the entire group, sit down for 2 days, and be able to convert that into a potential real idea that can help Massey Group.
It's quite amazing how much you can do in 54 hours.
The last step is where the judges deliberated on who should be the top 3 teams. This was a long process and a very difficult process because these were all great ideas coming from different parts and helping Massey in different ways.
I have to tell you, I always had this suspicion that we had this kind of idea power and energy in our organization. So thank you. The work that you guys did is simply fantastic.
And what was important to the judges is not just only a great idea, but a great idea that can be implemented by a strong team and those who are willing to stand the distance of creating this solution with inside Massey.
Number 1, this is a big money idea. This is an idea that is clearly doable, executable. This is an idea that is going to save us money, going to help us do good. This is an idea that is called Massey Wise.
What's next is that these teams get the opportunity to work with their sponsor and develop their solution. And of course, 3 teams won some amazing prizes. This was a win-win for everyone. The Massey Innovation Tournament, a great experience where employees get the opportunity to convert their ideas into real Massey solutions.
I just think that this is just the beginning. I mean, innovation is not technology. Innovation is a culture. It's a way of thinking, it's a way of behaving.
I really want to thank Massey for partnering with Launch Rocket to make me feel empowered, to make the staff feel empowered, and to actually inculcate a lot of more knowledge into me.
I'm definitely ready for the next tournament.
I would encourage you at the next Massey Innovation Tournament that you register first day, first thing.
We need to continue doing it.
This is my proudest moments I've ever had in the Massey group. The fact that Massey thought about doing something like this, to me this is excellent.
54 hours, yeah, it's a few hours. But it's fun, you get lots of food, and it just may mean that you can make a difference to your life, your career, or to the business that you're working for.
Innovation now does not have to happen outside a company, but it can happen inside companies. And we guarantee employees that if you innovate inside Massey, you will get the support and the resources that you need once your idea can be implemented and once you bring a great team.
From my perspective, this is a huge success for our group. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're so lucky. We're just so lucky.
At Massey, we are what we call a phenomenal company.